Greetings, my name is Boris, and I'm a full-time teacher for Kaplan Test Prep. I do the GMAT, the LSAT, and my first love, the GRE. Now, normally in this space you would see a blog entry from me, but today I wanted to talk about a topic about which I am very passionate, and while working on the entry I realized my feeling could not be entirely contained in written words. So, I hope that these several minutes that you would ordinarily have spent reading my entry you will grace listening to it instead. Here's the story. One of the many things I do for my job is occasionally I facilitate practice tests online for Kaplan. Now, if you've never done one of our practice tests, it's a very basic thing. You show up, you take a practice GRE, see how you do, learn some strategies, check Kaplan out, decide if you like us, that sort of a thing. Most people who come to our practice tests have never taken a GRE before, and that's totally fine. It's a great way to begin your prep. However, some of those people not only have never taken the GRE before, but they're planning to take the real GRE in like a week. So they come take our practice test, and the real thing is a week later. Now, I don't want to make fun of or judge those people. I have great empathy for the stress they must be going through having only 1 week to prep for this very important exam. But those people do amuse me a little bit when they ask this question: I've got a week to study. What should I do? As if there's some magical thing that they could do to get fully prepared for the GRE in 1 week. And I would never do this because, again, I don't want to make fun of people who are in that situation. I have a tremendous amount of sympathy for what kind of stress they must be experiencing. But there's a little evil nugget in my heart that wants to poke a little bit of fun and say, well, ordinarily, the Kaplan program is 20 hours of classroom instruction plus a couple hundred hours of practice with the online materials. But you don't have to do any of that, because we also have a secret that will get you ready in just 1 week. And since you asked, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, come here. Okay, if you've only got a week to study for the GRE, what you need to do is wear blue socks every day. There's no secret. There's no magic, there's no trick, there's no shortcut for actually preparing for the GRE. Listen, if we had a way that could get people ready for this test in 1 week, we'd lead with that. We would open with that. It's kind of like in those movies where the evil villain has the super secret ultra mega death cannon, but they only bring it out at the end of the movie when it's too late, and it's like, why weren't you using that the whole time? If we had a way to prep people for the GRE in 1 week, we'd be doing that the entire time. It's what we would do. And, oh man, it would be great. Oh, it would be awesome, because then we wouldn't need to hire qualified 90th percentile scoring, caring, empathetic, engaging teachers. We would just need to hire, like, a robot puppy for 15 minutes, or however long it takes to get in front of a bunch of students and say, bark, bark, eat a bunch of potatoes, or whatever it is that our secret was for getting people ready for the GRE in a week. Man, if it were that easy, that would be our slogan. Like, that's what Kaplan would be. We forget, proven track record. Forget top teachers rated by students. We'd be Kaplan. Robot puppy, 1 week. Done with the GRE. But unfortunately, reality is a little bit more complicated than that. So here's the advice I can give you. If you're planning to give yourself just 1 week to study for the GRE, you're making a mistake. Give yourself more time. If you have right now already just 1 week to study for the GRE, yeah, study as much as you can that week, but there's nothing special. Imagine you had 4 months to study, but then just do the first week of that. Because really, like I wrote in my last entry, it takes between 50 to 200 hours to prepare adequately for the GRE. So if you've only given yourself 1 week, the best thing you can do is give yourself more time. For most people, that's going to be somewhere between a month to 3 or 4 months of studying. There's no magic, there's no shortcut, and I'm sorry guys, there's no secret for getting ready for the GRE in just 1 week. Alright, that's the message I wanted to bring to you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It'll be back to the written word next time, and I'll see you here then.